Enter the wolf time.
Hello people of YouTube, fellow hobbyists alike. Welcome back to My Face. My Face. My Face. My Face. My Face. Wait, what? No, hang on. Enter the wolf time. Haha, that's what I meant. So yeah, anyway, today what we're going to be looking at, another rune priest that I built. I built him 3 days ago. What? 3 days ago, that's right. Now, this guy is to add to my current amount of rune priests. I've got one in tactical dreadnought armor, or terminator armor, if you will. One in runic armor, so I have another one in runic armor. Basically, I have this idea of running 4 rune priests in my army in total when I get there, and they'll each be accompanying 4 Great Hunter squads, and they'll all have 4 rhinos. Basically, their ideal piece, like, just spam psychic powers everywhere. And I mean everywhere. So yeah, without further ado, let's have a look at him.
And here he is. Now, this guy is made out of the stock Rune Priest model by Games Workshop. It's a really nice model as it is, but I just wanted to add in... Let me get my teeth back in. I just wanted to add my own personal little touch to it. As we can see here, the main torso of it is the original model, and it's fantastically sculpted. It's very, very similar to the 2003 Games Day Wolf Priest in terms of his pose and stuff, and I think it was probably based off that, or one of them was based off one of the other ones. I don't know. But what do we have here? Let me bring it close to the camera. We've got his angry man face going on there. Lots of nice little braids and stuff like that. He's got a nice little wolf belt there, some grenades, load of runes, wolf tooth necklaces, this really nicely sculpted wolf pelt and wolf cloak that goes all the way around. Some really nice bolted on runes there. Looks really good. And obviously his axe arm, which obviously normally has an axe. Now, what I did to this one, I elongated... Well, I didn't elongate. I took the axe away and wanted a staff. Now, the staff, if I can find a part, is actually made out of some Necron pieces. See if I've got one, for example. As you can probably hear me rooting about in my bits box. Right, okay. I've not got the actual singular piece, but it's made out of this bit here. Basically, clipped down and stuck on. There was 2, but it was a bit too long. Now, it's pinned into his arm here. It's pinned to there, and there's another part of it which is pinned to each other. I had to actually pin them really, really carefully. Oh, by the way, for those of you guys who don't know pinning, here's a quick hobby tip for you. Okay, ladies and gents, this hobby tip is quite an advanced one. This is about pinning. Now, pinning is when you want to get 2 bits, be it metal, plastic, plastic on plastic, or metal on metal, or whatever you want, to try and stick together, but they won't physically go apart just by gluing and it keeps breaking. Pinning basically puts a pin or a tiny strand of metal through the piece into another piece, and therefore acts as a bridge to give it a bit more strength. The way you do it is you bore out tiny little holes like this in either end that you want to do. Now, I know it's very hard to see on the camera. In fact, it's hard for me to see with my eye through the screen. But you bore some little holes out. You use one of these. This is a pin vise. This is the old Games Workshop pin vise, and it's getting a bit old. And you can use Dremels and stuff like that. But sometimes, yeah, they go too fast, and it ends up going really straight through. And basically, you just turn it like that, and eventually it bores a little hole out and you end up getting bits of flashing. Now be careful with the flashing because it can get in your eyes and get under skin and things. It can be quite painful. I used to use a Dremel because I thought, oh yeah, you know, really easy, really powerful, you know, done in 2 seconds, until I drilled through my finger. The way I was doing it, I was trying to pin an Orc Warboss arm, and say this is his arm, I was holding it like that. I had my Dremel, and the Dremel, for those who don't know what a Dremel is, it's a motorised drill, tiny little drill, like a pin vise but with a motor in it. I was trying to drill pin a hole in the arm, and obviously it was a lot thicker, so I thought, oh yeah, I've got a fair bit of way, so I was going, I had it on the maximum RPMs, and it just went straight through the piece that I was trying to pin and straight into my finger. It went probably about, it probably went half as deep as my finger, and I swear it touched the bone, and it bled for ages, and it hurt like a motherfucker. Okay, anyway, Enough of the horror story, back to pinning. What you do, most people use paperclip. I tend to use paperclip, or if I want something really strong, I use brass or whatever it is, drawing pins. Basically, you cut the plastic layer off. I don't like these too much. You then, where's my clippers? Where the hell are my clippers? Oh, hang on, they're behind me. Ah. You basically clip a piece off. I'm going to hold this in case it flies and hits somebody in the eye. Don't want any loss of eyes due to my show. You then insert one bit, and it's all about gauging the right thickness and the right parts. I tend to put them both on and go, right, that's how much I need to clip out of it. So that's about 3mm. So carefully gauge about 3. Ping! Off it goes. Let's try it again. See, I still need a little bit more off the edge. Balls. I've just dropped it. There it is. Yeah, pinning can be quite tricky. That's why I would class it as a bit more of an advanced modelling technique. What turned was going to be a short video, let's turn into quite a long one now. Just on pinning. Okay, is that right? Still needs to be a tiny bit more off the top of that. Only a little bit though. It can be quite hard to gauge, and sometimes you'll go through an entire paperclip without finding the right size. There we go. Both the pieces of chaff. Then literally, you glue those together and it strengthens it a hell of a lot. Okay, that's pinning for beginners underway. So yeah. And now back with the model. Okay, the top of his staff is actually a piece of sprue that's just been clipped to look like a stone or some kind of like chiselled out glaive kind of thing. This is going to get painted like a massive piece of ice. It's going to have really, really nice glowy effect with my gradual shading that I do. But possibly some object source lighting. Just added a few wolf tail talismans. I'm actually drastically running out of pieces for these, so I'm going to have to buy another Space Wolf box set. And then just a bit of green stuff wrapping around here. Just goes all the way like that. Now the rest of him, this bit actually caused me a bit of grief. Number one, I had to find a hand. Number two, when I found this hand, I set about pinning a hole or drilling a hole in it for this piece to go into here. But I lost it on my damn floor and spent about 2 hours trying to find the damn thing. In the end, it was actually stuck to my leg with a piece of super glue, and I didn't realise it. So, more fool me. This bit here is actually, I think it's a bit of offcut or a bit of flashing that I found off another kit. But basically, what I want him to do, I want him to be like holding, like channeling psychic lightning, or just lightning through his hand, like in like a big arc. So that, in turn, will get painted up to look like lightning with the gradual shading effect. I'll probably end up doing his whole hand that effect as well, so it looks like the power is actually coming from his fist, which is pretty cool. He came with the standard backpack for a Space Marine, so actually I upgraded him with one of the new Space Wolves ones, just because it looks a bit more roony and stuff like that. Okay, yeah, that's basically him. Thank you for watching. Yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. Goodbye.
Okay, sorry, well I've got you. Just thought I'd add a little thing. This Rune Priest doesn't have a name yet. Now most of my stuff does, as you've seen on my other videos, my older videos from way back then. What I'm going to do, well, what I want you guys to do, I want you guys to post comments in the comment section below as to what his name could be. Now keep it quite Space Wolfy, keep it quite Norse, that kind of stuff. But yeah, what I will do, I shall pick the winning name at the end. I'm going to probably have this running for about a week, maybe 2 weeks. So yeah, everybody get involved. I want a name for him. Now that includes you guys, as in you guys that watch my videos, that are subscribed and stuff, but don't tend to comment. You could end up winning, and he'll be named after you, and he will have his name painted on his dice, which none of my other characters have. So, yes, do it. Do it now. Thank you. Great Judge, man away! Great Judge, man home!